Hi, guys. Welcome back to Two Moms, Too Much Coffee. This is Jashelle, and we also have
Hey, it's Tempest.
Hey Tempest. How's it going? It's
Hello.
been so long, I feel like.
I know, I feel like it has been so long since we recorded, but honestly, it probably was just the week break. Feels like so much time.
Literally, yes. But I'm really excited to kind of go in today because I feel like it's just such a topic that every mom can relate to. Just diving right on in, my experience of even today. So today, me and Naya, we went to brunch. And we went to go see some of our friends or some of my friends from my old job. And it's funny because like I get out of the car, we're walking to the brunch place, and we just look so like put together. Just it's just funny. Like walking to the restaurant, it's just like, oh, that's a mom who just looks like she has her shit together. Meanwhile, Nick had like a soccer thing today, so he wasn't home. And I just felt like the whole entire morning was chaotic because usually when it's like us together, it's either I'm getting her dressed and he's getting dressed, or like, vice versa. When it's just me and we're going somewhere before nap time, I'm doing my makeup, but she's awake and I'm like going back and forth. It's just like very much like chaotic chicken with its head. What is it? Chicken with its head cut off feeling. That's how I felt all morning. Like I felt like we were all over the place. But then if you were to take a picture of us during brunch, like smiling and happy, it would just look like I had everything together. Everything was packed. Everything was smooth. And that is just not reality at all. Do you ever feel that way? That what we post or what we represent or what we put ourselves out, I should say, is not what it was like in the background.
So I feel like that every day, especially because I really enjoy posting on social media, and so I post a lot of my life. But yeah, I actually have a built-in photographer in my partner. He like photographs everything, and so it's really nice. But it's all you could definitely if you look at our life, it looks like butterflies and rainbows
Hmm.
all of the time.
Hmm.
So yes, there is. It's so funny. It's actually I had a very similar thing today. We we were going to the playground today, and before the playground, everybody's napping in the house. I'm out gardening, which sounds really cute, but I was like on my hands and knees, like weeding with pruners. Like it was not cute. But I was getting in it. I was trying to, get all these weeds up. But my daughter wakes up before my 3-year-old, which is very unusual. And she is now outside with me an hour before we even have to go where we need to go. And then my son wakes up. He's now up. And then my partner is still asleep on the couch. And so by the time we had to leave, I was like, okay, time to get up, get off the couch. And he just like was so slow doing so. And by the time he was ready, I had both kids in the car, our diaper bag packed, and we're ready to go. And then we get to the playground and we're all smiling and happy when that's just like that's not
Mm.
reality. Reality is I yelled at him on the way there to help me out because what the heck? How come you get to relax for 2 hours while I have to do everything else? So yes, that's my life all the
Literally.
time.
Yes. I even think about the times where I'm like, and I look at these photos all the time, but like when we were doing our like baby leg weaning and I'm like taking a picture of Naya, like with the cute little plate. And like in the background, I was like moving things out of like the photo that were like not cute. And then like she like looks all cute and then she eats the food. But then in reality, there's like shit all over the floor for that meal. But like no one sees that. Everyone else sees like the well put together background, like the floor looks all clean. And it's always a reminder to myself, like, I know that we're on social media, like, I know you show your life a lot, but even with the podcast, like, we talk about a lot, but I'm like, I want everyone to know the reality of being a mom, because I have to
Yeah.
remind myself sometimes when I'm on TikTok, especially on TikTok or, like, watching reels on Instagram, I have to remind myself, they set this up. Like, this
Yes.
looks very perfect and aesthetically pleasing because that is what is going to draw in the likes. And there is no such thing as a perfect parent. And I have to remind myself that all the time because I'm like, damn, they got their shit together. And I am a hot mess over here. So I got to remind myself that all the time.
Yes, and I honestly the funniest thing to me when thinking about, like, social media versus reality, you're the people that you compare yourself to have to set up a camera to do all
Mm,
of that, and it
yeah.
is one of those things where, like, yeah, they might, even if what they're posting is their complete reality, they still have to set up a camera to do all of that, which is weird,
Hmm.
and so, like, it's just still chaos. It's like it
Hmm.
can't even in the most beautiful, heavily filtered frames, there is
Hmm.
somebody behind the scenes editing something, so it certainly is a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, for sure. And I feel like this new phase that we're going into, toddler phase, we are starting to go, which Naya was already starting to pull this out, but we are in the phase of meltdowns. We're starting to get
Mhm.
into that phase and looking for a reaction. So really working on like when I watch TikTok, I'm like, are you really a gentle parent? Are you a gentle parent on social media? Because you don't know what's happening in the background. But I'm like having to catch myself. Like, one of the things I'm really trying to start working on is like not saying no and do a lot of redirection. And
Mhm.
it is hard. Like, the first thing that I want to like scream or pull out of my mouth is no. And Naya's in that phase where, like, if I say something, she starts smiling. And I'm like, when did this start? Is this happening for anyone else, or are you just not showing this? Like, because you just see like these perfect little angels sometimes with their perfect gentle parenting families. And I'm like, that is what I want, but that is not like a reality of how I am going to respond right now while I'm still learning and I'm still a new mom. I feel like, or a new mom to a toddler, I'll say. But I feel like I don't know. Is it as hard as I feel like it is, or is it just, or is that not the reality and it's just me? I don't know. I
It's
don't know.
certainly not just you. The amount of books that I have read and I still feel so inferior to Adam's
Mm,
master's degree level early education. Like, it's so it no, every single toddler is hard work.
mm, mhm,
Like, so much hard work, and it is like, you do, like, you think about the parenting styles that we see on social media and, um, is it working? Is it not
mm,
working? Like, and I don't I actually have no idea if we've gone no, we did. We went into, like, permissive parenting
mhm,
versus gentle parenting and how, like, a lot of people seem to get that wrong, where they think, "Oh, I'm just, like, gentle parenting," when they're actually permissive parenting, which is not the same. Um, but it is all I mean, you don't see all of that on social media, or you see, like, the absolute worst of it, and then everybody
mhm,
is, like, down their throats about how terrible they are when, like, they're just having an off day more than likely because you
yeah,
can't be perfect. Like, there's no it'd be so exhausting to be so
mhm,
perfect.
yeah, yeah. That's also like a good reminder. Like, I'm already tired, and I mean, I know that like I'm perfect looking, but it doesn't mean that I'm a.
So I'm quoting that. I'm gonna quote that. I mean, I know that I'm perfect looking.
I
I
had
need
to
to
pull that
call
out of
up
my a
the
Tempest, that was a Tempest move. But no.
I love it.
Everyone's like, "Was that Giselle who said that or Tempest?" It was me. I said it, not Tempest. Um, it's funny that you bring up your partner and him like having a master's degree level of like, education. And it's funny because that is in my head too of like, okay, I went to school. Like, I am an occupational therapist, a pediatric occupational therapist, but it does not. I know Adam, it's a different because he's doing this every single day now. I mean, I'm not
Mhm.
doing it every single day, but he's doing
Right.
it every single day, and the children that he works with is very different. And I think that's the issue is like I was working with such different children, and so like how I would have to communicate is very different than how I communicate with Naya. And it is just not overlapping. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I am a trained professional on how to handle meltdowns and all of these things. And it feels like night and day. Like, I'm like, do I know what I'm doing? Did I know what I was doing then? Or did I not? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm having to learn things. Like, You, suggested a book to me, and I can't remember the title, so I'm not even gonna try right now, but I'm like, "I need to read this book, and I need to, like, relearn things," because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, but I just know social media puts a different, like, pressure of
Mhm.
perfect families, perfect parents, perfect children, and it's like, I have to remind myself that's not reality. It's just not.
Right. Yeah, and I think when we're thinking about, like, just kind of the invisible pressure that social media puts on us, it when it comes to, like, the mom guilt side of things,
Mm,
I that's what I feel heavy about because I'm always thinking, I don't under like, I see so many people talk about how much they love the newborn phase and how much they love, like, "Oh, I love 6 months old," and I'm like, I if I never had to go back to that again, I would be so happy. Like, I don't understand when people say that, I'm like, "I cannot relate to you at all."
mm,
Because it is the newborn to 6 month and 6 month to 1 year is hell on earth for me. Like, I just don't like it. And the older that my son gets, the more that I know I'm right in my like, I'm like, "Yeah, I do
mhm,
not it just isn't as fun for me." And it's I mean, there's probably a number of reasons as to why, but it's just like you see on social media, some people post about, like, newborn cuddles, and I love this, and everybody's, now they're sleeping, it's great, and you're like, "I don't know, like, my kid just, like, cries a lot."
mm,
Like, and she probably cries less than some people, but I just, like, I don't do well with, like, the baby cry. The baby cries are hard for me.
mhm. Yeah. The newborn phase was rough. It's honestly probably why I really wanted to have, the second close together, and it's really why I've pushed that back because 'cause I'm just not mentally ready for that. I
Mhm.
loved the cuddles, but I was struggling. I was
Yeah.
I'm not even we've talked about it. I'm not even digging into it, but I agree with, like, the invisible pressure of even, like, working because like, there will be people who post, like, their day in the life of being a stay-at-home mom, and, like, when you read the comments of it, it's like, "This is why I wanted to stay this is why I wanted to stay home with my kids because I didn't wanna pay someone else to raise my kid." Like, I wouldn't have had kids if that meant that I couldn't be the one staying at home. Like, those comments, and even though in my mind I know, like, okay, that's so outdated, it's so unrealistic, especially in the economy that we live in, unless your partner's making tons of money, it's just unrealistic, and even though I know that, it still, like, guts me, and it still gets me even though I know personally I am not meant for a 5-day-a-week stay-at-home mom and then Saturday, Sunday. It's just not for me,
Yeah.
and I thought I was before I had kids, like, that is what I want. I could probably do part-time, but I am just that's just not who I am, and that's okay, but then you read these comments or you see these videos, and I'm like, "Something wrong with me?" Like, should I be trying to figure out how to be a stay-at-home mom? Like, that pressure just, like, digs in, and it's
Mhm.
yeah, it's heavy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, even with some of the videos that we've put out on social media, when we're trying to be a little bit more vulnerable and talk about things that have been hard for us, and of many that we have mentioned, daycare and having sending our kids to daycare and being apart from them, we talk about that, and we
Mm,
always get comments from people that are like, "Well, you should not even send them to daycare. You should be staying at home. Like, your people are raising your kids." Like, we
mhm,
always get comments like that
always.
on like, almost every one of the ones that we put out like that. So, it's so and it's like, it's not even like we don't even get a lot of comments all the time, so it's very interesting that, like, those videos are the ones that get so many comments like that, but it's hard not to, like, be like,
Mm,
"Wow, like, these are, like, really strong comments." Like, you have to have, like, a really strong, like, sense of self to not internalize any of that, and
mhm,
who has that strong sense of self where they're like they can't just, like somebody in the outside opinion is, like, making a statement about you, and you're like, "Oh,
mhm.
well, I didn't think that, but now, like, you're saying it."
Oh,
So
I
it's
do. Yeah,
like yeah.
yeah, I remember we got one really bad comment and I screenshot it, and I was like, "Tempest, I" it was about mom guilt, and then they guilted me more, and I was like, I'm really feeling this one. I had to, like, go talk to Nick about it. It was, like, a whole thing. It's like, Yeah, it's interesting to talk about how guilty you feel and then someone telling you you should basically. But I'm interested. You guys let us know what's something that you as a mom feel guilty about, but you know that it's irrational for you to feel guilty about that. Leave it in the comments.
Yes, please let us know.
Other things that you could also leave in the comments, and I'm excited to just put it all on the table. Mom fails. What are some mom fails? I know for me, as a feeding therapist, and feeding is hard. And I literally, that was one of the things that I did every single day was feeding therapy. Mom fails is literally, Naya doesn't want something. I'm literally like, I don't have it in me to go through the steps of feeding with you. Here's your puffs. Here's your bombas.
Yep.
Like, I have to tell myself, like, and I watched a video one time where they were saying you should give 3 meals a day and 2 snacks, but be aware
Mhm.
that your child may only eat one of those full meals. The rest they're probably gonna nibble on, and I have to remind myself of that. She had that one full meal. Here's your puffs. Here's your 8th banana for today because I know you'll eat it. Like, and I was the mom that was like, keep trying, try this. And don't, if you keep giving them the preferred food, they're only going to want the preferred food. But then the next day, she'll eat the non preferred. So that's my mom fail for right now is that I will give you the 18th strawberry because you're going to freaking eat it. So,
Yes, I as you know, I have a child that just despises food. This boy hates food. And so, and in and the funny thing is, which I know there's a lot of people out here like this, I get gaslit by daycare every single day, and they're like, "He eats so great. He's the best eater. He eats multiple he asks for more portions." And I'm like, what? He's eating enough for the weekend because he sure as hell is not eating over the weekend. And so, anyway, I just say all that to say is that I felt very strongly when he was younger that Bomba Puffs and Sarah Belly's white bean, apple, pumpkin, pouch kept him alive. Like, that's all he ate
honestly,
all the
like
time.
there's days Night eats everything that I put in front of her. And there's days where she's just like, and then it gets to the point where she starts looking me in the eyes, picking it up, and then throwing it on the floor. And I have to, that's when I count to 5 and I walk away. But she's now in
Mhm.
that mode, and I'm like, "Okay, well, you know what? It's gentle parenting. I'm not here's your freaking puff." So,
Yep.
sure I'll get
Um,
some comments on that one, but it's fine.
Oh, my kids still eat off the floor. Like, they're I do not care. You're not going to sit there and waste all of the food on the floor and not eat it. Like, at least I'm not giving you new stuff. You eat it off the floor.
In this
I do
economy,
look, I do not care. I've never cared. We with Abel, we used to eat off the like, we just eat on the floor. Like, we did not care.
but you
Like,
were
I
just trying to
if
get the kid to eat, honestly.
yes, I literally, like, didn't care. Um, but one funny thing, so as a mom of 2 with a small child, um, I always, often, more times than not, forget the diaper bag. Like, I swear, this poor child, I'm like, "Oh, shit, I left a diaper bag at home," every time. And so that's my biggest mom fail is, like, how often this diaper bag is just n is at home and not in my car or not in any place that I actually need it to be. And so, in order to combat that, I have a spare diaper in my trunk and a spare
Okay,
white bag. So now at least
okay.
she's at least gonna have a clean diaper because there's too many times where I'm like, "Oh, shit." And, like, we went to the doctor, and they're like, "Okay, change him into a clean diaper before we do everything." And I'm like, "Oh, can you give me a diaper? I don't have them. Whoops."
Honestly, the fact that you're packing a spare bag is pretty prepared to me, like, good for you because packing one is a lot, and so the fact that you have one ready to go in the trunk is, it's you're good, you're good, honestly.
Yes.
I
Work
feel like
smarter, not
one
harder.
honestly, though, it's fine, now it's in there, you're good. I've definitely have been working, like, and when I used to work at the hospital, and there would be moms who would be like, the child would go to the bathroom, and they'd be like, I don't have my diaper, and, like, they'd be so embarrassed, and, like, I get it now, and I'm like, "Oh, we have plenty of diapers," and they would, like, continuously say sorry because they felt embarrassed, like, they probably thought that was
Mhm.
a mom fail, but it's fine, we got you, we got diapers. I feel like a common one, and I'm gonna say that a lot of moms can relate to, but who knows, maybe not, is, like, that alone time, like, putting
Yes.
Naya to bed. I love her. See, I even have to say this. I love her. I love hanging out with Naya. I really, really do. But I put her to bed and I like think about either that glass of wine or that whatever. I can't even think my probiotic little soda. Like, and I sit on the couch and I'm literally like, this feels really nice. And it makes me feel like I fail as a mom because I'm like, shouldn't I want to spend every waking minute with you? But like I live for alone time. Like not even I love my husband, but not with you either. Just alone by
Mhm.
myself with no one
Yep.
else.
Yeah, I if it makes you feel any better, I looked at my daughter straight in her face today and I said, "I love you so much. I cannot wait till you go to bed." Girl had was on one today, and I was done. I was done. Like, "Girl, get your ass in the bath. Go to bed."
Yeah, the days that they're on one, those are the days where I'm like, should I hide? Should I go to the bathroom for 2 hours?
Right? It's like, "Oh, I mean, apparently the bathroom, like, you could stay in there for 45 minutes. So,
And
I
you
should try
know,
that."
just try it because, but I could never, but it's fine.
Yeah. I don't even know, like, there's not enough shampoo bottles for me to read in there. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, any other mom fails, please put it in the comments, make us feel like the reality we're living in is like a good reality and that
Yeah.
we're not just bad parents,
Yeah, all
please.
these, bad quote, unquote, "bad mom" moments, they're actually normal, so please let
Mhm.
us hear more of them.
Yes, please. I do have to remind myself though, like, these are normal. This is not abnormal. It is normal to want a break. It is normal to be like, please eat this banana if you're not going to eat anything else. Like, I have to also remind myself, especially with feeding, you're eating. You are
Mhm.
eating. Like,
Yes.
it's fine.
Mhm.
So, what we're pretty much going into is that everyone is normal in your own way. Like, you're a normal mom, you're doing a great job, and not to compare yourself to social media. And I feel like one of the things we have to unlearn, and something that I'm unlearning, is that it's okay to not enjoy every single moment of motherhood because social media makes it feel like you should enjoy every single moment. Like, oh my God, they colored on the wall. That's so exciting. Like, no, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is something that I think every mom needs to unlearn, that every single moment is enjoyable. And it's okay that sometimes you just need a little space and you just need a little you time.
Mhm. I actually think and I wonder what everybody thinks about this, but I think what's her name? Nara Smith? I think that's her
Mm,
name, the
mm,
Utah influencer. Um, I actually think Nara Smith is, like, such a great example of how insane motherhood is, because
mm,
it's clear I mean, I guess she does make this stuff, but you can tell that it's clear that she knows it's insane to make peanut butter and jelly from or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches from yeast and water
mm,
and peanuts. Like, that is insane, and the fact that she has a whole account with a huge following that's basically satire, and she's doing so well with it. I love it. I don't follow her because of her political views, but I do think that, like, she's doing such a great job of it, and so I just think that's one of the other things, like, unlearning that you don't have to be perfect. At least that's what I'm grasping from it. I don't know if maybe I'm making it more introspective than she is, um, but
possibly.
I really think that she's like, this motherhood is crazy, and the fact of the matter is I don't make everything from scratch all the time, and this is hard to do, and,
Mm,
I'm not gonna dress in, like, a pretty dress and do my makeup to do
mm.
all of my cooking that I have to do every single day for my kids to not eat any of it. So it's another one of those things that very easily unlearn that you don't have to be perfect whatsoever.
Yes. Love that. I don't think I watch really any of her stuff anymore,
Yeah, I don't either.
but for obvious reasons, but it's okay.
I always talk about how much setting your expectations helps in motherhood. I know I had talked a little bit about in a few podcasts ago how much just knowing like my kid's not going to sleep helps me not freak out about, not getting any sleep. And I think it's one of those things that we also need to remember is that if we try to control absolutely everything, it's only going to stress us out even more. And there's like a lot of beauty in chaos. There's a lot of fun things that come up. I know you said like it's not cute to write on the walls, but if it does happen, maybe we take a picture and then maybe we wash the walls and we frame the picture and put it right where you drew. And now it's a cute little place for all of the chaos and it's, a cute memory. So
Mhm.
there's just a lot of a beauty in that chaos if you let go of control a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Tell that
all
to
of
my,
to
generalized
your mom.
anxiety disorder.
Oh.
Oh, and my mother. Yeah. That's why I'm on medicated. It's fine.
Yay. But I would love to hear from our listeners. Can you guys either send us a DM or comment on one of our posts and let us know one of the biggest things that you pretend to be so excellent at that is probably not that great in motherhood. So that way we don't feel alone in all of our unperfect lives.
Yes.
I don't know,
Love it.
imperfectness life, yeah.
Also,
But
I'm cracking up at you saying, "Tell that to your mom because you know my mom is crazy."
I just think if we
Sorry,
would've
mom.
drawn on the walls, your mom would have
She's gonna
lost
love that.
her shit.
She would have literally lost it. Oh, that's funny. That's great.
Um, but thank you guys all for listening today. I hope you felt a little bit more normal through all of this chaos we go through in motherhood. Please like, comment, subscribe, send to any of your chaotic moms that you know. We all just love to feel seen and heard. So thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Thanks for joining. Bye.